Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Lucy Ray. If you're new here, click the red subscribe button, and if you aren't new here, welcome back. And for everyone, welcome to this week's video. So as you guys know, this whole first month or first half of the month is going to be basically birthday content. So if you guys have not seen my maintenance and prep, go ahead and watch that video before you watch this one. This one is all about my photo shoot. So I'm over here doing a little makeup montage for you guys. I'm starting off with my eyebrows because eyebrows are the very first thing that I always do if it's not prepping my skin, which I've already done my skincare. I'm always going with my eyebrows first and then going in with my primer. If you guys did not see my finding my makeup routine, this is basically the base of everything besides like the pop of color and the eyeshadow that I'll do later on. So if you guys have not seen the finding my makeup routine, go ahead and do that. I've definitely gotten a little better as far as putting my makeup together and just getting the base nice and perfect the way I would probably prefer it. So I basically set my face like after every liquid step that I probably did because I knew I wanted my makeup to look nice and perfect. And basically this is like a one-woman show. I'm doing everything myself. I did my hair myself. I'm doing my makeup, and I basically bought everything that the basics of what I needed to do to put the photo shoot together. So I'm doing everything myself. So your girl is kind of over here, I'm not gonna hold you. I was low-key stressing because I had just got off of work and was trying to find the time to, I was trying to make sure that I had enough time to do what I wanted to do, but actually it was much better to do it at night. I like the way the photos that I posted on my Instagram are the photos that I took once the sun was like set and it was like dark outside and I had the lights off in the living room. So I definitely preferred those pictures over editing the pictures that I took when there was a little bit of sun and the lights were on in the living room. It was just better with just the studio lights and not the living room lights. But I'm just going in. This is just the base foundation. Everything that I'm pretty much using as far as like the concealer, the primer, and my foundation, I want to say those are all e.l.f. products. But once we get into the color, those are different products that I'm using that I cannot remember off the top of my head. I'm so sorry, but I'm not home right now that I'm filming this voiceover, so bear with me. If you guys want to see any of the products, they are all linked in the finding my makeup routine, and everything that I've done for at least for my base and my blush, they're all going to be linked in that description box. But as far as my eyeshadow, I don't have the description for any of those that you can go and follow in the links to. So I definitely apologize for that. But as I'm going in with my concealer, I'm blending everything out. I'm not going to even hold you. If you are anything like me, please comment down below if your eyes tend to water damn near every time you speak, you yawn, or put makeup on your face, because I feel like I'm the only girl out here. Every time I want to get cute or there's a special occasion, I can never really do my makeup. I could do my makeup, but I can never really count on my eyes to just stay freaking dry and not tend to water or run down my face. And so I'm not going to even hold you. Throughout this entire time of me doing my makeup, my eyes were fine until I got to my eyes. So when I got to my eyeshadow and I got to doing my lashes or doing my bottom lashes and the bottom eyeshadow on my waterline, I kid you not, that's when the tear ducts started to fall. So everything's fine right now. I'm putting on my powder. I did do a brightening concealer. If you guys did see the last video of me finding my makeup routine, I was going through some of my old products and I had this old concealer that I knew was definitely not my shade, but I did decide to keep it because it could be used as a brightening concealer for my inner corners of my eyes. So that's what I used before I put my under eye powder on. And so now I'm just putting on my finishing powder, basically everywhere that I apply foundation, and then I'm going in with my blush. Now, once again, if you did see my finding my makeup routine, you guys know that that blush that I just put on, that liquid blush, it goes a very, very long way. And so I did not want to look like I was having blush blindness in my photos, so I definitely decided to take little amounts at a time and basically just build the product, which worked out so much better. I decided not to use a powder blush on top, because honestly, even though like my face definitely gave like a matte finish, I love the way the liquid blush basically gave a little bit of dewiness, and I think that was just absolutely perfect. So I'm over here putting my little fake eyeshadow, quote unquote bronzer or contour, near my jawline, and then this is where we get to the eyeshadow. So I went ahead and I used some of that brightening concealer. I use it on my eyelids so that way to go ahead and like conceal my eyes. So that way whatever I put on my eyes, it would pop. It wouldn't look too dark. And that was the best decision that I ever decided to do. I've never done that before, but I was just like, Lucy, you need to go ahead and take like the extra step. Go ahead and take the extra mile to, I don't know, make something stand out, do something you haven't done before. And as you can see, this is, my eyes are getting a little antsy or whatever, so I'm having to like close my eyes a little bit. And so your girl was just like really trying hard to make your eyes stay dry. I honestly don't have any tips or any tricks on how to keep my eyes from crying. Like, I don't know what it is. I feel like it could be like that I don't get enough sleep, because I kid you not, I yawn pretty much throughout the entire day. But every time that I yawn, every time that I apply makeup to my face, my eyes want to water. And I feel like at this point, I don't know if I'm necessarily allergic to the makeup that I'm using, because it necessarily happens with any makeup that I've used on my face before. And I want to say the last like foundation or concealer that I was using was that pro concealer that I was using on my face that was too light for me. And I think the other foundation was I think L'Oreal. I don't know. I have to go check. But you guys, it's in the other video. But I feel like at this point, it doesn't matter the brand. My eyes are always going to water. So I don't necessarily think that it's allergies or whatever could be possibly used in the foundations and in the makeup products. Honestly, really don't know. But what I decided to go for my eyes, I'm not really a big eyeshadow girl, because I don't know how to make my eyeshadow look really good. So I decided to go with a little dark color, as far as like at the top of my eyelid, if that makes sense. I don't know the proper terms, so excuse me for that. But I decided to go with a darker shade, and then going in with a nice gold, not even really gold, but I guess you could say more of a tan goldish color on my actual eyelid. And then I went in with a nice shimmery gold, because I wanted some shimmer. And I didn't want to choose like a shimmery eyeshadow that was kind of too light, because I already used a light color for my eyelids. So the gold kind of basically contrasted with it. And it was just a nice pop of shimmer. And so the bottom lids, I wanted to do something a little extra, take the little step further, what have you. And excuse my eyes. Like, I literally had to get paper towels. Like, I'm just over here trying my hardest not to freak out. I also use like a brow highlighter. That's what I'm using on my eyebrows. It kind of did a little something. I really don't use it too much, but like I said, I just kind of really wanted my makeup to like really look good. Right here, I'm doing my under eyes by my waterline, and this is a little something extra that Lucy just decided to do in her little head. So I didn't necessarily have like a red eyeshadow. So I was in between this reddish pinkish color, something that was kind of close to red and that would match my lipstick. And right now I'm just over here like, eyes are watering. When I tell you guys, I had to redo the bottom lashes, my waterline so many times, just because my eyes were watering like this. It was an absolute mess, and it didn't help that my mom was cooking, so it's like all the fumes of the food are like, I felt like at that point was really getting to my eyes. But I definitely was trying to do like the little under eyeshadow, and it definitely came on so cute. You can see it in some of the pictures, but then I think in a few pictures, like at that point, I think I had redid my makeup, so like you really couldn't see it for real. And it was just because my eyes were acting up so bad. So I'm over here putting on my lashes now. Now I did want to do lash strips. I didn't want to do lash clusters for this, mostly because I wanted my lashes to look full. I wanted to go the extra mile. So I did order some lash strips. And what I just decided to do was I decided to do the same method that you would probably do for lash clusters, but instead I put the glue on like the top part of my lash, and then I put the lashes on. So at this point, my cousins came over and my TT came over as well. And of course, when my cousins come over, they want to get into everything that I'm getting into. So I was like, I'm going to take this opportunity to have me some little helpers because I still had to put my flower bouquet together. I absolutely love these flowers. I just got them from Amazon, and I will link them down below. They were super easy to put together. However, they are very, very messy. Like, the glitter gets everywhere. I'm still sweeping glitter up to this day on the floor that I'm finding. And so you might just have to kind of like put a towel down like how I did, because I knew one thing for sure. I was not about to get all this glitter on my mom's floor. I knew she would have a definite fit. So I just decided to go ahead and put a towel down because I knew it was going to be messy. You can already see like on the box and like the paper, like just how much glitter came off or however they packaged it. And the roses still look full of glitter. Like, just imagine. So me and my cousins, we're just over here putting them together. They were easy to assemble. You just put the stem in like the little hole of the rose. And honestly, I thought the hardest part would be like trying to actually make the bouquet and like with the actual paper that they provided. So my cousin obviously was filming for me. She was like definitely really helping me out here. And the roses came with like crowns and like little butterflies. And I was gonna hang them like the little butterflies like behind me on the backdrop, but I just never did that. And honestly, low-key kind of regret it because I feel like that probably would have really looked cute. But I just kept the butterflies and the crown in the bouquet themselves. But I honestly, like I said, I felt like the hardest part was going to be putting the bouquet actually together with the paper. But honestly, I just kind of was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna put like it came with like 6 papers, so of course I didn't want them to like all be stacked together. You know, they need to be like arranged basically. And so I was like, I'm gonna put the first 3 on the bottom and like arrange them to where it's kind of like this like a geometric shape. I think it ends up making like, you know, like a little cute little star, like a very intricate star. And so I did the same thing with the top, and I basically just kind of folded the paper back and folded the paper like on to the sides until I got the bouquet basically how I wanted to. And then I just had my cousin, my other cousin, she held the string and basically just tied it around, and it was literally like perfect. It was the way I wanted. And you can always like arrange it differently however you please, but this was definitely, for this being my first time, and at this point I'm trying to like get everything together and change it to my clothes. Like, I really wanted to do my makeup first because I knew it was going to take the longest. However, I feel like if I was to do this again on my own, I would do some things differently as far as like my steps. I would probably set up first, and if I ever decide to have flowers again, I'll probably do that first as well, because honestly, with my makeup and me knowing that my eyes tend to water throughout me running around the house trying to get things situated and all that stuff, it was kind of like stressing me out. I'm not even gonna hold you, because I still had all these other things to get done, and at the same time my eyes are watering and it's ruining my makeup. And so I'm just over here like, okay, I'm stressing out even more because now I gotta go fix my makeup and this, that, and the third. So I feel like next time I would definitely probably set up first, either the night before or like the very start of whatever prep that I'm doing, and then I would do my makeup. Most definitely would do that, and then put my outfit on. It probably would have saved so much headache and so much time and so much worrying. However, I do love that I took like the most pictures that I liked were taken when the sun set. So I feel like had I had done that, I probably would have settled with the pictures that I took in the living room with the light on and the sun still outside. And I probably wouldn't have liked them better, because I'm not even going to hold you. I did edit like a couple of pictures that were like taken like in that time, and I honestly did not use them because I did not like them better. whatsoever. I love the ones that were at night, and it just gave off a much more like sexy vibe that I was basically going for. Like this entire photo shoot theme, like the black and the red, like even though it's very typical for like, you know, I guess for the color concept for your guests to wear black and like the birthday girl wear red, I really wanted to do the complete opposite and have my guests wear red and then I wear black, like all black, because I just wanted to give, I feel like both colors give grown and sexy, but I just felt like I wanted to do something different. Like I could accessorize myself with red, so my nails were red, my makeup, my lipstick was red. Like I could accessorize myself, and so that's what I wanted to do for this photo shoot. Basically giving grown and sexy, but just the very opposite of like, you know, like wearing the red. I wanted to wear the black and give red accent. So that's basically why these flowers are red, number one. And I am glad that they came with black paper, because I don't think I really realized that. And I didn't realize that the trimmings would be gold. So it's a good thing that my eyeshadow was gold as well. Like everything kind of basically balanced each other. And honestly, it ain't nothing but the grace of God, because I was not expecting it at all. So everything basically turned out perfectly. All the work, all the time spent doing it, I definitely had it planned, was definitely worth it. And of course my cousin's over here wearing the crown. She wanted to keep that crown so bad, and at first I told her no, and now I kind of regret it because I definitely threw it away, because she could have used it for whatever she wanted to. But she loved that crown that it came with. I didn't even know that it came with the crown, but I did see I think I saw the butterflies like on the Amazon pictures or what have you, but I did not know it came with a crown, which was so cute. So at this point we're getting ready for the photo shoot, and this is basically what everything looks like. This right here is the aftermath of my photo shoot. Okay. Alright, you guys, so I know I didn't really film much of the behind the scenes, and honestly it was literally a work in progress. It was very hectic. I was kind of a one-woman show. My cousins helped out a little bit. My cousins did help out a little bit, and then my mom helped with one of the photos, with one of the poses that I wanted to do, but I probably just won't end up using that one because I didn't like how it turned out. But I did not film much of like the behind the scenes, so I really hope that you guys like the makeup montage. That was basically majority of this entire video. But as you can see, my eyes are watering. I don't know why my eyes water so much. Y'all leave a comment down below if you know any reason why every time I yawn or every time I do my makeup, and I low-key I feel like it's my brain, like you have something on your face and so now your eyes are watering. I don't know, and sometimes it tends to ruin my makeup, and so I had to like redo it a couple times. But I'm sorry for this bad lighting, because I promise you it looks so much better in person. But my pictures will have been up on my Instagram by now, so y'all go check out my Instagram and you can see how the makeup actually looks. It looks really good. So I did my makeup myself. I did my hair myself, and I took these pictures basically myself, and I edited them myself. So if y'all want to book me, what are you waiting for? I'm just playing. Do not book me. I only do this stuff in the spare of the moment, or you know, just when I want to do something for myself. And also it's save money. Although as much as I spent to get the things and my hair and all that stuff for the photos, would have probably been the same price if I would have actually done an actual photo shoot. But that's okay. Y'all stay tuned for like for more photo shoots to come in the future with actual photographers. So but this one was just something that I really want to do, and I think it's kind of special to do it on my own for my birthday. You know, I'm turning 21, and maybe when I turn 22 I'll get professional pictures, because I've never actually had a professional photo shoot for my birthday. So maybe 22 will be the year we make it there. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for next week's video, because it's my birthday dinner on my actual birthday.